Jeremy is outside removing some of our siding so we can get this week's project started. So I'm hiding in here to get away from the wind and the noise. So we have a breezeway that we built last summer that connects the main house to the addition that I'm standing in now. We had to at least get the walls up so that we could run all of the power and plumbing and be able to actually finish the drywall in the addition. But now that the drywall is done, it is officially time to get the power on, which is going to definitely make our life easier. But we have to get the roof and all of the walls situated in the breezeway. We're not totally sure how that's gonna play out, but we have a lot of work ahead of us.
Good for the walls, good for the ceiling.
Having finished services now is not as convenient.
Not convenient. Come on.
Let me see.
They've had it.
Oh.
I'm still going. I'm not gonna go and change. It's just business.
It's our breezeway. And you wish you could just
Yeah. Shazam it.
done.
Some assembly required.
Let's get you some new pants, huh?
Well, much to Melissa's dismay, I got some new pants put on. No longer do we have a hole back there with some nice ventilation.
No longer do we have a nice view.
Speaking of breeze and breezeway and ventilation, this breezeway that we have back here has been open for quite a long time now. I think since last summer we put this in. We're going to get everything sheeted off with some of this 1/2 inch, 7/16 inch zip sheathing, and that's going to happen before we get our rafters put together. Don't know how that's going to happen as of yet. It's been a while since we had to do that, so it's finally get to work here. Mama, come on, my little duckling. Come on, little one, come on. Right this way. Grab that feather.
We always pick up all of the wild turkey feathers for Eli because he likes to wear them in his hat. So right now he has this huge turkey feather. I don't know what part of the body this one's from, but it's unique because it's all fluffy. He'll think it's fancy. He'll like it. So we have hundreds and hundreds of wild turkey on our property. It is turkey season right now, but I swear they know. All year long, they're everywhere. We've got these big toms sleeping on our patio when we wake up in the morning. Opening day of turkey season, they scatter. Somebody tells the turkeys what's going on, but we see little remains of them in the form of feathers.
But not by governments nor fire. We have felt the touch of heaven's hands, mend the bones and hearts of men, but not by medicine nor idols. We have tasted mercy undeserved, bought for the children of the earth, but not by silver nor by gold.
Beautiful.
By the one who left his throne. We've seen graves and oceans bow before human feet. Dawn is breaking now, darkness must retreat, for the Son of God he walks among us.
Your little feather flapping in the wind like a wild turkey.
It keeps freaking me out because I feel it blowing on my neck. This is why I wear such ratty clothes. Look at that. That's the tool I need right on me.
Okay, but your pants were beyond ratty.
Pants, I'll give you the pants. Even though there's no shortage of holes on this shirt. I still like it. Alright, we're sheathed, we're trimmed up. Let's talk about these rafters, Mom. These scary rafters. Right, let's talk about game plan for these rafters here. Melissa and I just walked around, took a look, and came up with a plan. So what we're going to be doing is building a pitched roof over our breezeway that'll match the house. It's a very busy area that we're going to be working in since we're tying into 2 different buildings with roof lines that actually run in opposite directions. So 612 pitch for these rafters. We're going to be doing some cross bracing to make sure that they're nice and strong. That'll also set the ceiling very low for us when the time comes with interior finishes. I am going to be taping these walls off this afternoon. It's very late in the day, so tomorrow morning I'm going to come out here early, hopefully get a template set to work with, and we'll get going with rafters.
This evening I am doing a little online shopping. It's not very exciting. I'm actually buying socks for everyone because apparently our new washer has an appetite for eating one out of every single pair of socks that we have. Almost all of my shopping business and actually most of my social life happens online. So I'm really thankful for my Surfshark VPN because at least I know when I am home and when I'm on the go that my online security is safe. If you don't know what a VPN is, it stands for Virtual Private Network, and trust me, you want one. Surfshark VPN keeps your online security safe by encrypting all the information you send from your device to the internet. Essentially, it blurs it like a mask, keeping your online security safe from big companies and cyber criminals. Another really fun feature of having a VPN is it allows you to swap your real virtual location with a new one, so you can virtually travel to any country around the globe. This is particularly helpful with streaming services like Netflix, because different countries offer different titles, so if you have a streaming service, you can literally access thousands of different titles not available here in the US. So whether you are sock shopping, socializing, streaming, or doing a little bit of business, you definitely want a VPN to keep your online security safe, especially if you are using any public Wi-Fi networks when you are on the go. Something else that I really appreciate is their antivirus, because Surfshark helps to keep your devices virus-free with real-time protection and scheduled scans. You can try Surfshark VPN for yourself by clicking the link below or going to surfshark.deal/GSL and using our code GSL to get an extra 3 months for free. All right, I'm starting my morning with a little fence repair here. So I woke up to my horse running through the property, which is not rare for him. Anytime that the fence is off, Lexon jumps out in search of greener grasses. So, you know, typical. But I came out and all of my wires have been chewed. I don't know if it's rabbits or rodents or Manny the sheep doing it. Manny has eaten probably 3 full electric fences. That's his favorite activity, so it's quite possible that it's him. Jeremy has fixed this and spliced it together for me quite a few times, and now the wires just literally had it. It has repairs all the way through it. We use the Premier One system, and so they actually sell these little things. Thankfully, I have extras. I need to replace them on both chargers. So I'm gonna do that so I don't have horses running through the property and running down the highway. Hey, Eli.
Yeah.
You want to put that on the grounding rod? Thanks. Turn that on. There you go. We're back in business. Don't touch the fence. You built one.
Sort of built one. I just figured out what we needed. At least I think I did. So
You built a little house.
I'm gonna set that back up there.
Your template.
It's sort of my template, yeah. I got a few more cuts to make, but it should work. I don't know. I set this up, mocked it up, made a bunch of marks and measurements, so I think we're good.
I love it.
Okay, so we took a couple of 2x8s, got them cut at the proper angle, which for a 612 pitch is, I think, 26.5 degrees is what I have the saw set up to. Whittled that down. We're trying to match everything on the house. So I know we've been saying we're going to be building rafters, but essentially we're just building trusses. I got these first 2 pieces cut, put together, mocked up, made a bunch of marks. Pretty straightforward. Hopefully this works. Let's go set this first one up. I forgot I have to cut around that vent on the backside there. We have to take a little chunk out. Looks like it's just gonna fit perfectly otherwise though, which is good.
So that vent that Jeremy is talking about is actually the dryer vent for the addition apartment. It pops out literally right in the center of where that truss needs to be. So something we did not take into account when all of the ductwork was going in. We didn't really envision this roof line. So we're running into this little issue now. We're going to have to cut around that vent for now. And then I think we're going to build out the vent itself through tubing and then reroute it out through the soffit back here. So it'll work out, but we're going to have to get a little creative with it. And for today, it's right in the way.
Biggie, make that cut, slap it back up there, in case it fits.
Under the night sky, full of stars, away from all the city lights and empty charms.
Oh, that's not nice.
Searching for a place for something pure and true. They led me.
Oh, that is perfect.
That way, baby.
Leaving it all for the glory of your love, your name.
All right, that's one. We got that one in place. Feel like I have a good grasp of what needs to be done here and show you how we build the others.
You're my all in all. I was entangled in the world, and then I found you, my treasure, precious babe. Every kingdom, every dream I can call. Compared to you, Lord, I count them all.
Couldn't resist. Okay, we have the remaining four, 1, 2, 3, 4, the remaining 5 trusses, rafters, whatever we're calling them at this point, all assembled here on the ground. We are setting these on 2-foot centers, so we don't need that many of them. We are going to be whittling things down. Again, it's a 26-degree cut at the very top end. Then on the bottom end, because we're going to have our subfascia, that's that eave portion of the roof line, that's going to have a 2x6 that's attached to it, so we actually need to make the total height of the board less than the 7.5 or so inches that it is, right?
Right, whatever you say.
Okay, yeah, let's get these mocked up, moved over, and then we'll make all of our marks and cuts. It's not perfect, but I think it's close enough-ish.
We have almost all of our trusses mocked up, and then Jeremy will begin cutting them, and then we can finally install them, which is not necessarily the easy part, but the quick part. So we're looking forward to that, and then they'll all be in place hopefully by the end of today. But I was just sitting here envisioning what this is going to look like when it's all sided. We are using the same concrete Everlog siding that we did on the house for the addition. That way it just looks like one piece. This is gonna look so cool when it's all done. We actually have all of our siding here already. We've been hiding it here in the back of the house. We have 6 crates, and we get to put all of that up on this building, and it's going to look fantastic.
So this last truss or rafters that are butted to the house, we are getting it mocked in place again, making a series of marks and measurements so that we can make our cuts. We're gonna have to bring this back up once that's done and butt it against the house, outline the entire thing, because I need to cut all of this siding away. This needs to tie back into the sheathing on the house, and really this is the only way to get that done. It's unfortunate, minor inconvenience, but we'll get it done.
We have everything officially cut out for the trusses, so now we're just attaching the cross members, which will eventually become the ceiling inside the breezeway. So once we get all of those attached, we're probably going to call it a day because it's getting to be dinner time. So tomorrow we will get up and we will get these up in place. Horse therapy. Everyone needs some horse therapy at the end of the day. Nothing?
Dad, he got so close to me.
All right, real quick progress to get our day started here. 4 of 6 trusses are up. We're gonna grab the very last one that butts up against the house, get that placed and butted to the siding. We're then gonna very carefully trace that one out. I need to cut all of that siding like we mentioned before. It's really important I do a good job with that. We have to take into account the finished roofing, and then we're gonna have some metal transition that comes off of the house and caps that roofing. So again, it's very, very important. I'm meticulous about this portion of the job. So let's get that last truss slapped up there and start tracing.
Clear crew's here.
Oh, safety crew to cleanup crew. I like it. All right, these are all the pieces. If you can load them up and stack them by the firewood, we can use them next year for firewood, okay? Thanks. This is super nerve-wracking.
Telling me.
Like trying to guesstimate how much space we're gonna need.
Well,
You might have to go back and cut more off.
she thinks 5/8 of an inch. And depending on the layout of the metal, once we get that on there, like I said, we're gonna eventually take this off so we can slide that flashing on. But I don't like cutting this. It feels so counterintuitive.
All right, it is done. It is finished.
Piece cake.
Took a while, but it looks really good.
It took a while because I was trying to be careful, and pieces were falling off that weren't secured as I was cutting, so it was kind of a bear, but we got it done.
Yeah, it's concrete, so it's not like you can just put a piece back on. We would have to literally take it off and recut it, and you know, we didn't want to do that. Good job.
Thank you.
Oh man, you need a bath.
Yeah, I'm dirty. Let's get that truss up.
I feel like it's like perfection game where you have to fit the shapes in the little holes or they pop out. So this last truss that is actually going into the house, we are screwing into place just in case. Hopefully we won't have to, but just in case we have to remove it, because we have left room for the sheeting and for the metal roof. However, in case it was cut too tight, we can always take more off. We can't put any on, so we can remove this. We can cut a little bit more off, and all will be well with the universe.
All right, there we go. A couple days work. Things went relatively smoothly. We got a lot done. All those rafters, those trusses are up. There's still a lot of work that needs to be completed. Am I still dusty?
Yeah.
Before we have this roof totally completed over our breezeway, but I'm happy with the progress that we've made.
Yeah, so we're going to stop there for today because we actually have another project that we really, really wanted to get done last week, but we can finally do it now. You guys want to help us do the flag?
Yeah.
Who's going to raise it?
Me.
Sounds good. Last week, as we installed the flagpole, we had a lot of questions come in about why we Americans feel the need to fly our flag over our homes. For us personally, Old Glory represents our entire motive behind uprooting our lives to come to this place. And that is the freedom to pursue the life that we imagine. This flag is a reminder that opportunity and free will, as granted to us by our Creator, still exists, just as long as we are willing to stand up for it. As Harry Truman so famously said, America was not built on fear. America was built on courage, on imagination, and on an unbeatable determination to do the job at hand. Thousands of men and women gave their lives so that this flag could fly. So we fly it proudly as a symbol of gratitude for the life that we are so blessed to live.